Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in tonight's video, I am going to be taking you through my Spotify Wrapped and what that looked like for me this year. I saw some ASMR artists do this type of video, so I wanted to give it a whirl myself, just because I love looking and listening at people's music taste. And it is something that I enjoy watching, so I wanted to make one and see if you guys enjoyed it too. So I have my phone right here, and I'm going to be opening up Spotify and taking you through just Spotify Wrapped, the prompts it gives me, and I'll just be discussing with you what comes up. So this video might be a little bit on the shorter side, since I have a little less time tonight to film. And I'm so sorry I didn't get a video up last night on Sunday like I usually do. I was just really busy this past weekend, so I honestly just did not have time. But I'm hoping this little Monday night upload will suffice, and then hopefully I'll be able to get a video up this Thursday. Stick to the Thursday Sunday. I like to stick to that schedule because I feel like it works for me. But without further ado, let's get started. So I am a Spotify user. I've been a Spotify user for a good while now. I want to say close to maybe like 7 or 8 years. And I'm someone who listens to music every day. I have a little bit of a longer commute to work, so I'm listening to music a lot on my drive into work, my drive home from work, and just even when I'm at home, like, music is definitely a big part of my everyday routine. So I really like looking at this because it gives you a little bit of insight and statistics onto your listening habits. So, and each year I feel like they add a different thing, or get a little deeper into the statistics, which I like. One thing that they added this year that I loved is your top albums, which anyone who knows me knows I am an album person. Although I do make playlists. I usually make monthly playlists, but I am someone who loves listening to like complete bodies of work. More than not, I'll shuffle an album over a playlist, on albums that I like love front to back. So they added that feature of like your top 5 albums of the year, which I thought was really fun and really insightful for me, someone who like listens to albums all the time. So we are going to just play the video. We're ready for you. Come on down. It says that you listened, we counted. So the first statistic is you listened to 45,124 minutes. That's 31 days. Nice. So in total, in total this year I listened to 45,124 minutes of music, which I don't know if that's a lot or not, honestly, engaging like in a whole year. I mean, it says that's 31 days, so I guess that is a lot. It's on a longer month, like every day for an entire month. But yeah, interesting. Next, it says, tastes like yours can't be defined, but let's try anyways. You listen to 125 genres. That's so many genres. Now, in going through, there's obviously subgenres within bigger genres, like there's pop and then like indie pop, alternative pop, art pop. So it can get a little granular, but that's still really cool. I feel like that's a good number, 125. It's a good solid number. So in speaking of my genres, these are my top 5 genres. Number 1 was art pop. Number 2 was alternative country. So this shocked me because I am not a country person. I do listen to like Casey Musgraves, and I've recently gotten into, I believe his name is Max McNown. McNown, I want to say. But I was like, alternative country? Like, in what way? Number 3 is pop punk. Number 4 is indie pop. And at number 5, we have folk pop. Then it says age is not just a number, so don't take this personally. And then it tells you your listening age. And my listening age was 17. And it says, since you listen to mostly new music, your taste is trending, which that checks out for me, probably, for it to be younger than I am, I'm sure. I listened to 2,137 songs this year, but can you guess your number one? So my number one song actually really shocked me, which I think is a good thing in that, you know, it shows, like, I don't know, if I didn't have this, like, I wouldn't know, I would have thought totally different. But my top song this year was What Was That by Lorde off her 4th LP titled Virgin. I listened to it 101 times, which shocks me. I just feel like I didn't listen to that song that much, but I guess I did. So now it takes me to my top 5 songs. So number 1, like I said, was What Was That by Lorde. Number 2 was Manchild by Sabrina Carpenter. Number 3 was This Song by Conan Gray. Number 4 was Shadow of a Man by Lady Gaga. And number 5 was Busy Woman by Sabrina Carpenter. So honestly, I thought Manchild would be up there, and I thought Shadow of a Man by Gaga would be up there because I did listen to those two a lot. But the Conan one shocked me too. So I'll show you guys. That's my top 5 songs. Then it makes you a playlist, and then it says I listened to 107 albums this year. Long live the album. But my top album, I listened to it for 1,554 minutes, and that would be So Close to What by Tate McRae. I loved this album. And again, I did not think it would be my top album of the year. But in looking back, I listened to it a lot. And this was also like an album I would listen to in the car a lot, but also at the gym a lot, which I think played a big factor into it being my top. But there were more. So my top 5 albums, obviously number 1 being So Close to What by Tate McRae. Number 2 was Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. Number 3 was Virgin by Lorde. Number 4 was Man's Best Friend by Sabrina Carpenter. And rounding out my top 5 albums at number 5 was The Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. None of these really shocked me. I listened to a lot of Sabrina this year, and The Tortured Poets Department was definitely on shuffle for this entire year. I love that album so much. There are so many songs off that album that I just love. And Taylor's always gonna be, I mean, she's just the best, so she'll always be on some form of on my list. And then it says, once upon a time, there was a book lover. It was you. I listened to 5 audiobooks this year, and my top genre was biography and memoir, which definitely makes sense, because I listen to a lot of biographies. And the one it shows me for this is The House of My Mother, A Daughter's Quest for Freedom by Sherry Frankie. I was someone who used to watch 8 Passengers, that whole scandal with the YouTube mommy blogger. So I was so intrigued when this book came out and was so intrigued by that whole case So I definitely wanted to give this a listen, and I liked that it was read by the author. And it was just an amazing book, heartbreaking, but very profound and beautiful, and just really like horrible what these children went through, but just amazing that they came out on the other side. So definitely recommend if you haven't read it and you're interested. And then I listened to 325 artists this year, but 5 were extra special. So they're gonna go through it. Goes through a little race to show you who claimed the top spot. And mine, I feel like, is not surprising. But my top artist, I spent 5,436 minutes with them, which makes me a top 0.7% global fan. And that top artist is the one, the only, Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift, obviously. So I was not surprised she was my top artist. I think she's been my top artist for the past like 4 years. But we have another 4 to go through. So at number 2 was Sabrina Carpenter. Again, not surprised. Number 3 was Tate McRae. Number 4 was Lorde. And at number 5 was Ariana Grande. All these artists were on repeat for me the entire year, so I'm definitely not surprised by these results. And it's always all women. I think one year Harry Styles was in my top. But I want to say, like, it's usually women because I just think female musicians are mainly what I listen to. I don't really listen to a lot of men. And then now it just shows you a word from your favorite artist, so it has a little video of Taylor Swift. But then it says, all of your listening made you a part of something bigger. Which club do you belong to? And my club is the... Full Charge Crew. Your club is committed to the endless party. Club events are high energy, zero chill. I am the leader. Your listening is strongly aligned with club values, making you a perfect role model, which is so interesting to me because I listen to so much sad music. But then again, I guess a lot of the pop girlies I listen to make happy music. But yeah, so this stat I didn't care about that much, but it was cool to see. And then I think it has, with the help of AI, like a little victory lap. It says, and if you're not ready for rap to be over, well, there are like some files that they pull just in case. And so I'll go through maybe not all of these, but some of them. My biggest music listening day was on March 24th. I built a 7-hour pop relay with 40 artists, from a Fragile Sunrise with Selena Gomez and Rachel Zegler to a marathon through Lana Del Rey's Art Pop and Gracie Abrams' Acoustic Pop. You filled a day with 121 tracks and 40 artists. Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, and Tate McRae all made cameos, but no one could outlast your 436 minutes, your biggest music day of the year, filed under Pop Parade Bubblegum Marathon. And then my biggest Taylor Swift day was October 8th, the day you let Taylor Swift headline every hour. From the first slate, you let Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl and The Fate of Ophelia run in endless rotation, with Sabrina Carpenter and Renee Rapp adding fresh pop spark. By afternoon, Taylor's The Torture Poets Department, the anthology, took over, making this your most devoted top artist day. 362 minutes, 118 tracks, 18 artists. Taylor Swift owned the spotlight. Filed under Album Immersion Obsessed Marathon. And that was right around when The Life of a Showgirl came out, so I guess that makes sense. But yeah, those are my Spotify Wrapped results. I hope you guys enjoyed, got a little insight into my music taste. I'm sure it's not surprising if you guys have seen some of my other music related videos on this channel. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, got some entertainment out of it, and just some relaxation. And I will see you in my next video.